Hello again everyone, for the second time today. There is so much going on in the true crime world, I can't seem to just stop making videos. But in this video we are going to talk about John O'Keefe and his injuries. So John O'Keefe is the guy who was found almost dead in the front yard of his supposed friends Brian Albert in January 2022, and the whole thing has been pinned on his girlfriend Karen Reid. So I did a video about it the other day, and this is from my live stream, and this is the hearing in May when they held up this picture of the injuries on John O'Keefe's right arm. And I said that based on this picture alone, that certainly looks like a puncture wound from a dog's canine. These could possibly be scratches. However, let's look at this in a little bit more detail. After my live stream last night about Rex Heuermann, more victims? Yeah, I think he did them all. Anyway, let's stay on track, Michelle. Let's stay focused. I caught up on Tracy Anne Chasing's timeline live stream. So this is the second part. So I caught up on the first part. I've now caught up on the second part. So Tracy Anne and Dietz and Jenny, Gavel Geeks, are going through the complete timeline based on the court documents. So they must have spent hours going through all of the court documents, and they showed this picture right here. This is the same picture as this one, but from a slightly different position. And this gives this a whole new perspective. If you're squeamish, this perhaps is not the conversation for you, but there's no blood or anything like that. I'm not going to show any of the other crime scene pictures. I'm not going to show his head and all the blood on his clothes. I'm not going to show those. It's just this one that I'm interested in, because this is very, very clear to me what this is. These are dog bites. 100%, in my opinion, these are dog bites. What I've done is I have increased the contrast slightly. The reason why I've increased the contrast slightly is because I wanted to see this thing here. This thing. Alright, so as I said in my live stream, this one is definitely a puncture wound. You can actually see, it's actually a little bit harder to see now I've increased the contrast to get this bruise in here. But yeah, there's a hole there. That's a dog's canine, without a shadow of a doubt. One of my dogs, I used to have two terriers, and they were the best of friends, but they used to argue. They used to argue every now and again. And when terriers fight, they really fight. They go for it, and they hang on. Right, so Bella usually was the better fighter than Poppy. Poppy's a bit thick. But anyway, Bella got caught by Poppy right on the top of her head. And it was exactly this. It was a puncture wound, exactly the same shape, because you get tearing on the tissues. This one also is a puncture wound. So to me, that's the dog's canines, but not quite connecting. So enough to puncture, but not enough to bruise, not enough to show the teeth marks from the other teeth, obviously. But the main injuries when a dog grabs is from the canines, the two big top teeth here. This one, on the other hand, is, in my opinion, a lot more telling, because what you've got down here is a bruise, and you can just faintly see the bruising is caused by this, in a circular, in like a semicircular pattern that looks like the teeth from a dog's lower jaw, but not quite connected. Why is it not quite connected? Because that's the elbow. So if you are being attacked by a dog and you put your arm up like this and the dog grips your elbow like this. Its top teeth are going to be here. Its bottom teeth are going to be here, like this. Like this. But it's not going to be able to quite connect because of the bone. So I think that's a canine, that's a canine, that's maybe one of the incisors, or it may be the dog trying to shift position to get a better hold. But that is a bite. That's a proper bite. You can see the outline of the bite. These two, I thought on this picture they look like scratches, because on a dog's paw they've got 4 toes. They actually have a thumb as well, like, but it's partway up the paw. But these two, the middle 2 toes, imagine that's a dog's paw, the middle 2 toes are the ones that are the longest, the sharpest nails. And when they are trying to grab, they grab you. They properly grab you when they're either playing or angry. And I've had very similar scratches, not probably as deep as that, but Tilly has really big paws, big and sharp claws, and when she grabs and she rips, and she's playing and she'll get off. But on this picture, I don't know whether that's the dog's attempt to connect, but it's just going like this with her jaws. So I'm open as to whether those are scratches or whether that's an attempt of the dog to grab the upper arm and its teeth rips rather than cuts from the paw. This one, 100% is a bite. That's a bite. I'm sorry, guys. And those are puncture wounds. That one, exactly the same as I've seen a dog do. Exactly the same. And if you don't believe what powerhouses German Shepherds are, Belgian Shepherds, the trained police dogs, and I believe that Chloe, this German Shepherd that was owned by Brian Albert, did have training. I don't think she ever worked as a police dog, but she did have training. And how are police dogs trained? So if you want to train your dog to attack, if you're a police officer or some kind of security worker, you've got a protection dog. Let's just call a protection dog rather than a police dog. If you've got a protection dog, you don't want your dog to be going around killing people, because they are very capable of it. But you don't want that, because you're going to be in jail. You're going to be in a lot of hot water if your dog starts killing people. So what do? They train them to grab the right arm, and they train them to hold on and take the person down and then release when they're told. But it can go wrong. A dog that isn't very well trained, or a dog that's overzealous, a young dog, they can go a bit too far. That's why when they're training, they wear protective gear, obviously. Right, this is from Clare County Sheriff's Office. And I want to just show you these clips here. Should we slow these down? Should we slow these down? Let's slow these right down. So that dog's getting the left arm, but it's getting just the first arm that's available. Let's look at some more. So here's the subject starting to get rowdy. Starting to get rowdy. So the dog goes for the right arm and hangs on. And they will hang on and hang on. So this one's doing a search. They are great dogs. But they're very intense. If you want a happy German Shepherd, especially one that comes from lines of protection dogs. Detained subject tries to fight deputy. Don't fight. Danilo Cavalcante found just how good these dogs are. Didn't he? Didn't he? Yeah, he did. That was a Belgian Malinois. This is a German Shepherd. So, starts fighting. Oosh. hangs on. And look at where that dog has launched. Upper arm, elbow. Yes, and it hurts. Even inside protective wear, those dogs are intense. This is Canine Ori in action. Brilliant. So, having seen that, let's see these injuries. Where did that dog try to go first? Upper arm? Are those teeth, or are they claws? Attempts a bite there, but it's got the bony part of the elbow, and then you've got 2 deep puncture wounds there. No way is that caused by a motor vehicle of any kind. Those are dog bites, I'm telling you. While we're on the subject of dogs, I want to show you my dog from my teenage years. She was a collie cross German Shepherd. Her mother was a retired sheepdog, but Ginty hated sheep. She was scared of sheep. But as a protection dog, as a tracker dog, she was brilliant. This was the 1980s when I trained Ginty, and you know, smartphones weren't a thing, couldn't video anything, and although I'm pretty pleased that my teenage nonsense wasn't caught on video, I wish I could have videoed Ginty. She could scale an 8-foot high wall, she could track like you wouldn't believe, and as a protection dog, she was the best weapon on earth. And what was she trained on? The right arm. Let me show you Ginty. This is Ginty. Do you recognise that picture? These are little pictures that you used to take. You had to wait a week to get them developed. Do you recognise that place there? Do you recognise that bridge? Any of you guys? The football field wasn't there then, so that was just like a random field. That was Ginty. She wasn't keen on water. Oh dear God. This is teenage me. I think I was about 16 there. There's Ginty. So she was the size of like a large collie. She was like a collie shape. Her demeanour, her drive was all shepherd. But she loved the cat. She loved the cat. Oh, there's Pippa. There's Pippa. And Max. There's Max. Oh, there's Pippa. Oh, Tilly has to get in on the action. This is from 2020. That's Bella. That was Bella. She used to sit on my knee when I was doing live streams, but she'd get in the way. Ah, that's Tasha. She died a few weeks ago. She demolished that plant. She basically ate my spider plant, and she was caught in the act there. More Tilly. Random pizza. Oh, there's Tilly and the sheep. She's not sure about sheep. Anyway, yeah. Dog bites, 100% in my humble but educated opinion. Bye, guys.